Good morning, class. We are doing chapter number 15, probability. Yesterday, we have discussed the concept of tossing the coin. Today's topic, we will discuss dice, throwing the dice. Okay, so we will see the number of outcome when a dice is thrown, single dice or double dice, right? So, first of all, we are talking about what happened and how many possible outcomes could be there when single dice is thrown. Okay, so it could be 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5, 6 up on the upwards phase. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6. So total number of outcomes are 6 when single dice is there. Okay, one question related to this. An unbiased dice is thrown. What is the probability of getting even number? These type of questions are one of the easiest, right? What we have to find out? Even number. Then a number greater than 3, multiple of 3, right? 3 parts are there. When a dice is thrown, total outcome 6. Okay, this we have discussed. Now, in the favor of first case, even number. First, you need to write the outcomes, favorable outcomes, right? How many even numbers are there? 2, 4 and 6. So, how many total outcomes? 3. Okay, in the favor of even number. Clear? So, probability of getting even number will be equals to 3 upon 6, right? Favorable outcomes or total outcomes. You need to write the formula number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes, that will be equals to 1 upon 2. Next part, we want in the favor of number greater than 3. Favorable outcomes, the number should be greater than 3. The number greater than 3 are 4, 5 and 6. 4, 5 and 6, right? Outside you will write 3. These are number of outcomes. These are outcomes in the favor you are showing, right? And this will be probability of getting greater than 3 will be 3 upon 6 again, that is 1 upon 2. For the last part, we need what? Multiples of 3. Multiple of 3. This is a multiple of 3 and this is a multiple of 3. 3 and 6. So, two favorable outcomes. So, probability for this will be 2 upon 6, that is 1 upon 3. Understand? Now, let's have two dice now. When two dice are thrown simultaneously or dice is thrown twice, okay, then how many total outcomes are there? For first dice there are 6 outcome and for second dice there are 6 outcome. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Total number outcomes will be 36. 6 multiplied by 6. We will understand the number of outcome using this table, total number of outcomes. See, first dice there could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Second dice there could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. First possible outcome is that both the dice could have 1. Okay. 1 and 1. So, first outcome is 1, 1. First dice could have 1, another could have 2. So, 1, 2 is another case. 1, 3. First dice 1 and second dice is 4. First dice 1 and another dice 5. First dice 1. Okay, so we have to first keep first dice 1 constant and these number will vary. Okay, now keep 2 as constant. Okay, 2 will not get changed. Change all these number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, like this you have to do this table. 6. Last dice, first dice we have 6. This dice first will come 1, then 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. Okay. So, altogether you will be having 36 total outcomes when 2 dice are thrown. Now, let's see one question. 2 dice are thrown simultaneously. What is the probability of getting doublets? What is the probability of getting doublets? Doublets are what? Doublets means same number, both the dice. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5 and 6, 6. These means doublets. Okay. So how many total outcomes are there? 6 total outcomes. These 6 outcomes we'll consider. So here answer will be 6 upon 36. Yes, and your answer is finally 1 upon 6. These outcomes you have to write like this. In the favor of doublets, there are how many outcomes? 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. 6 total outcomes. So 6 upon 36. Next question, we have total of the phase number is 9. Total should be 9. Now look at this table again, where we are getting 9. First row we don't have a 9. Another row the sum is up to 8 only. Last row, third row, we have 6 and 3. This will give you 9. 4, 5 will give you 9. Then 5, 4 is 9 and 6, 3 is also 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. So next is the third part. Sum obtained should be 10 or 12. Either it could be 10 or it is. Now we will find out in how many cases there is 10 or 12 as sum, right? First row sum is up to 7 only. Okay, highest sum will be 7. And second, no 7. Third is no 7. This 4, 6 will give you 7. Okay. This will give you 7. 5, 5 will give you 7. 6, 4 will give you 7. In favor of 10, there are how many cases? 4, 6, 5, 5, 6, 4. And in favor of 10, there are only single case. Both we have to consider. Some should be 10 or it could be 12. Right? So, how many total outcomes are there? Look, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6, 5, 5, 6, 4 and 6, 6. Clear? 4 upon 36 will be your probability, that is 1 upon 9. Clear? Now, what we have to see next? Next part, product as a perfect square. Product should be a perfect square. Perfect square number are 1, 4, yes, 9, 16 and 25, 36. 6, the maximum will be 36 now, right? So, how many number are giving you this product? See, first any product is 1, 1. Okay, 2, 2. Then after, yes, look for 3, 6, 3, 3. This will give you surely 4, 4, 5, 5. Any other? 1, 4 will be 4 only. 1, 4, where it is? 1, 4. 4, 1 will be the same. Okay. So, in all together 6 these cases 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6. This doublet will give you a perfect square number plus 1, 4. Product is 4, that is a perfect square. 4, 1 is again a perfect square. So, these we will consider. So, altogether there are 8 favorable outcomes. Total number of outcomes are 36 and the probability is 8 upon 36, that means 2 by 9. Okay. Check the way of representation. First you have to write number of favorable outcomes. Outcomes you will show inside and number you will write outside. Okay. Now the last question is multiple of 2 on one dice and multiple of 3 on other. Multiple of 2, multiple of 3 on other, or case, no, it means we will consider. Here I have made a small change by writing and. Clear? These all already we have done, because we have to consider both the cases in case of or. Sum should be 10 or it should be 12, right? 10 also we will consider and 12 sum also we have considered, right? But in this case I am writing it and multiple of 2 on one dice and multiple of 3 on other. It means both the conditions are compulsory. Okay, 2 should be on first number and 3's multiple should be as second number, right? Now look for it. First multiple of 2. You are having anywhere multiple of 2 in first row? No. Multiple of 2. These all are multiples of 2, but we will consider this one because it has multiple of 2 on first side and 3 on second. This case will be considered, right? Next, these are all multiples of 3 on first. This forget. 4 multiple of 2. Multiple of 2 on first dice and multiple of 3 on other, right? Second dice multiple of 3, first dice multiple of 2. Same way, come to this row because here 5 is at first. This is not a multiple of 2, right? These are the multiple of 2. Here we consider 6, 3 and 6, 6. Clear? Multiple of 2 on first dice and multiple of 3 on other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So, what will be the probability? 6 upon 36 for the case of and. Clear? So, it is 1 upon 36, right? So, this is all about dice. Clear? You can see the question of probability in R.D. Sharma or in any other book, whatever is there with you. Okay, right? NCERT question, and this optional exercise is very important as well, right? So go for probability and look for maximum number of books. Okay, online they are available, right? So probability, don't consider it will be coming as it is from NCERT, right? It hardly comes from NCERT. So you have to work very hard. Topics are easy, but we have to find it out from other sides also. Thank you and have a nice day.